Hey guys, it's your man Blue Rapid, and today I am going to do a little bit of show and tell of these massive guns. Actually, I have something really cool I wanted to share with you guys. It's something I've always wanted to get for the longest time due to my living in Japan for a extended period of time. For those of you who know me, which my friends do, which I'm also going to be sharing, I am a fan of Kamen Rider. For those of you who don't know, Kamen Rider is like the little slash big brother of Super Sentai, which is the Japanese version of Power Rangers. In my opinion, it's just a little bit cooler. But, you know, to each their own. And the sad thing is, while I was in Japan, I never once had the opportunity to go and get myself one of their transformation devices, their Kamen Rider belts, because whether it was too expensive, I could never find it, or I could never find the one that I truly wanted. I am fortunately in a situation where I do have the money now so that I can get myself this device. But first and foremost, I'm going to share with you what my friends got me, since they care so much about me. First, we have Kamen Rider Den-O. I think it's not Denliner, it's Climax form. Yes, Climax form. There we go. His final transformation, if you will. And the really cool thing, the thing I like, is the detail it has. If you could see here, has the little gems representing the other ones that form this, if you saw its whole body. And it honestly looks super clean. It was meant to be a Christmas present. And when I found out it was a Christmas present, I opened the box thinking things were going to be wrapped. Surprise! It wasn't. It was actually just still like this. And so I was like, oh, I got my Christmas present early. It's super cool. Here is the other one. It is Kamen Rider Kiva, which is Japanese for Fang, because his motif, whatever, is vampires. And so you can see he kind of has little fangs going on right there, and I really like the lens, or the eyepieces. It looks really, really cool, and it looks exactly like the show, and I love it. So I want to say thank you to my friends for getting me this gift. I do appreciate it. It's awesome. They'll be somewhere in my room. You guys will see it soon. Now, onto the main show and tell. The thing I really like about the toys in Japan is that they're like really good quality. They look and feel like legitimate. If you were to compare like American versions to like the Japanese version does a way better job of representing what it's trying to do. And it comes in this nice big box with all these pretty pictures, and on the back explaining what it does and stuff like that. And so to me, that's really, really cool. I have several things which I don't need the box for, so goodbye! For those of you wondering which one is my favorite, if you've ever indulged in Kamen Rider, it would have to be Kamen Rider Kabuto. I don't know what it is, but it probably has to do with the fact that it was my very first Kamen Rider experience. I've watched it ever since that show, and it was super cool. Later showings, they're also super cool, but I got the most recent one, as you saw, Kamen Rider Saber. Its motif is swords and books. So like, the pen is mightier than the sword. Haha, not in this show. And they usually do that sort of thing where it's, like two things mixed in one. So this one, swords and books. The last one was some sort of like disc, or not disc, but like a drive, has a memory in it, and like androids. The other time before was like past Kamen Riders and watches, and it's just a common theme. Now, typical Kamen Rider belts come with some sort of device to put around you, to hold on so that it's like, ho, it's fastened to me. But these are meant for children. And the ones that are meant for older people, like myself, are too expensive. So I just got the basic Kamen Rider one, because they don't have any other one for the most recent series yet. But I figured, you know, I'm not gonna ever put this on. I could get extensions. I don't feel the need to right now. If I'm ever at a convention and I'm needing to dress up as a Kamen Rider, I'm pretty sure I would have enough money to be able to afford it at that point. But right now, I don't see the point in it. Now, like I said, each season has its own theme. This one, books. There's 3 columns to put books in. And each of them has a representation. You can figure out where the book goes by looking at the book itself. I'll show this one. I have extras. I have several. I am not a nerd. I'm not a collector. I just am a enthusiast. Yes. If you look at the bottom part of the book, you'll see that it has an arrow of where it needs to go. Now, you can put it anywhere and it'll still read it just fine, but this is the recommended place for it. So, we have legendary beasts, like the dragon, animals, like the lion here, and stories, which is the story of the lamp. And depending on which one of these you have in it, will determine which one it thinks is the primary. So there are 3 writers in this show that use this sort of device. There are other writers who use other devices, but that's not the point. We're focused on these writers right here. The Sword of Flames, the Sword of Currents, water, and the Sword of Thunder. Each of them obviously controls one element and also falls under a certain color. The one cool thing I do like about the show, and they recently just got into this, if you have all 3 with the same kind of color, they don't have to be the same element, but the same color, it is considered a perfect combo. It makes it more powerful somehow. I don't have the luxury of buying a bunch of books because I don't have the space for it, obviously, but also that's a lot of money. For those of you wondering where I got this, though, I got this off Amazon. Amazon, there's usually some sort of sale that would go on with this, so it does make it a little cheaper. Like for instance, this would be usually $30 to get it sent to me, no shipping and handling due to Amazon Prime. But it probably is right now about $20, since Black Friday and all that fun stuff is going on. The driver itself, which I got with this bad boy, and this one, which is a cheap knockoff, it doesn't make any noise, and it's completely empty, and you just do that, and it opens up. $100. I paid $100. Right now, it's about $80. Yeah, I got kind of screwed over. Overall, the amount of money I spent was excessive, but you could go to other sites. It is obviously probably cheaper to get it while in Japan due to the fact that that's where it is coming from. But I mean, to each their own. There's, like I said, Amazon, there's HobbyLink Japan, there's CS Toys, there's tons of sites that you can go and get this. You just have to be mindful of the fact that there's different shipping costs. There's some websites that do it only in yen, so there may be a conversions thing there. You just got to be mindful of that. If you are into Kamen Rider, I would just recommend getting it from Amazon. Yeah. Which oddly enough is a name for a Kamen Rider and a Kamen Rider series, which is on Amazon Prime. I highly recommend you check it out. Yeah. Now, like I said, each one of these is a book. So you open up the first page, there's a picture of a dragon there. Now, if you notice, you can see that there is like a bunch of writing here in a different language that you have to read from the side. Now, I don't really have the deciphering code for it. I believe it is in in English translations, but you can check that out for yourself if you ever want to. The cool thing is, though, like I said, you open up this page and you do this little boop, says something to you. And I just like the way it feels. It feels legitimate. Like I said, if this was an American toy, this would be garbage. It'd be like this. They'd be like, oh, this is all it needs. It feels so light that if I chucked it against the wall right now, it'd shatter. And it only has the one page because they think, oh, you don't need to see anything else. Now, these are cheaper ones. They still do the exact same thing as the non-cheap ones, but they don't make any noise at all. It will read it, but that's about all it will do. Now, for you to henshin, which is Japanese for transform for you non-Japanese enthusiasts, you just push this button right here and announces what it is. Then, like I said, you can put it in anywhere, but we're going to be proper about this. We're going to be proper. And once you put it in, since the sword is on, you just put it in here. Makes it chime. And I find this really cool. And then you pull it. Now, so if you see here, there's some new design, which I find really cool. Like, it emphasizes what part of the body that it's focused on, which is the right arm. That was the other thing. Right arm, center, left arm. That is the theme for this, like, for their device. Now, as any superhero, you have some sort of, like, attack. So you can put it in, pull the trigger, and then pull it out. Or put it in, pull the trigger, and then pull the trigger again. It makes different sort of attacks. Now, also, the one that I really like is the fact that you can scan it with another book, which this time we're going to use Storm Eagle. Wait. Nope, not gonna say it. I thought I was gonna say fire. I obviously am not an expert on this toy, but it is still enjoyable. Now, like I said, if you put in the same color, it will make a new noise compared to if you put in something of a different color. So let's try this out real quick. For those of you wondering what it looks like inside, there's that. More language. Same chime, but it recognizes it's the same color, that's the same type, and it's a combo. It gives you a different speech. Awesome. There we go. So the thing I find really cool about it is, like I said, it recognizes that it's a different noise, or not different noise, a different like thing in there. It's not like, okay, unaware of what's going on. The advancement in technology, in my opinion, is amazing. Like, I just really enjoy the fact that we are able to enjoy stuff like this versus like my toys back in the day. Could never imagine being this awesome. No. Anyways, the other cool thing about this is if, say, for instance, like I said before, you want this to be the Sword of Thunders, Kamen Espada, which is Spanish. I don't make the rules when it comes to naming here. Like, yeah. But if, say, you wanted to change it, you just go and put this right here because it has the same sort of chip in it. It realizes now it's a different sword. So, and then ta-da! So say, for instance, I put these back in here. New sort of transformation, sound, noise, whatever you want to call it. So first and foremost, let's see what Blade sounds like. Nagare. That I did know. That one I did understand. I caught that one. One thing I wondered, if, say, for instance, we put in Dragon, Lion, and Genie of the Lamp, what would happen if, say, for instance, they were to combine the powers? Would anything different happen? No, nothing different would happen. But we're going to show you because, you know, I haven't done any respect for, like, obviously, I'm Blue Rapid. I have to represent the blue. But also, I haven't really done anything with the currents lately. I just usually leave it sitting up there, and I'm like, shh, baby, you'll get your chance. Kind of like that one. It's kind of cool. I really wish I could understand Japanese as fluently as I understand English, which, not gonna lie, my English is not the greatest. Not even gonna lie. Let's check out what happens if, say, I add espadas and sabers. And then it changes the color. No, it doesn't. Oh, I was about to say it should. All right. Now, like I said, it shows the parts. So if you look closely right there, you'll see the dragon. Oh wait, dragon's right arm, Blade's chest, and then Esparta's left arm. And I find that really cool. It makes up a full picture. And so you get this whole new view of it. So obviously, there's more to come in the series. This isn't just it. There's tons of other books, and that's the thing that like is amazing and yet annoying about like the Japanese shows is that they have like small little gimmicks, like this. I'm paying $30 to get this little thing here, and it does nothing other than make a new noise, complete a picture, something. But people will spend money on it. Gosh darn it! I think it's like $15 in Japan. I think. I'm not sure. I haven't been back in a while. They're able to get you to buy it, even if as a kid you'd be like, oh my god, I need to get this book. And it's something simple, but it adds to it. And there's little URL, barcodes, whatever. There's codes, QR codes, that's it, right there, that like you could scan in and have more fun with it. That's what makes Japan so amazing when it comes to making toys. They put in the effort, the quality, and the time to make it spectacular. America, not so much. Look up Super Sentai Megazords versus American Power Rangers Megazords. You will see a significant difference in quality and size. And cost. Most definitely cost. Alright? It's excessively different. Now, unless we're talking about the Legendary series, which I have a Megazord sitting somewhere back there in this general area. I don't even know if you can see him. No, you can't. He's hidden. Anyways, my point is that is now more expensive than some of these current toys. But that's not the point. Where is my Megazord? But anyways, this was something small that I wanted to do to share with you guys because it's been a while since I've done something different when it comes to my videos. And so I thought I would mix things up a little bit. Now, if you say, for instance, really enjoyed this, if I can get 50 likes, let's go with 50 likes on this video, I will buy more of these books and try to do more of a review-like thing for it, while also it being more of like, yeah, this is fun. But if I get 100 likes, I will buy a different series belt and go over that a little bit. It might be more expensive, but if it means making all of you guys happy, I'll do it. Because, you know, I'm that desperate. I mean, bored. I'm bored. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you press that like button and share and subscribe for more. Make sure to check me out on social media, which is all down in the description below, so you can stay up to date on all my activities, whether it's just YouTube, Twitch, or just random stuff to make you guys laugh, because you know that's what I'm here for. So hopefully I will see you guys again next time. But until then, though, deuces.